All right, wish you a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are on with today's edition of SaleskiPathshala, and you're all once again welcome to this weekly edition of SaleskiPathshala. The topic that we have taken up today, which was very much based on your inputs on the feedback forms, how to do keyword research on social media marketing. So in today's program, we will try and understand what is a keyword, how a keyword is researched, how do you make choice of the right keywords vis-a-vis the business you are into, and what are the various nuances, what is the importance of keyword when you get around with your job at social media marketing. So hello friends, my name is Sanjay Singh and I'm your sales coach. The topic, as I told you, is how do you conduct a keyword research. And on this topic today, we are going to do a very live program. We are going to do some live activations on various portals and check out how really do you do keyword research for social media marketing. Since most of you are novices on social media, many of you are first time users on social media. So I have ensured that the perspective of today's program is at a very elementary level. We have not taken it to the next higher stage, but then all of us need to understand the basic elementary level keyword research. So for those of you who are already doing it, you can take it as a practice today or a revision today. But yes, you can call it the beginner's class on keyword research for social media marketing. Fantastic. I just want, because I'm not able to hear your voice, I have muted all of you. So can I request you to please type on the chat box whether my audio, video, everything is clear so that I can go ahead with the program. So just put it on the chat box, all clear. All right, Sanjay Agarwal, thank you so much. All clear. Fantastic. Wonderful. It's super awesome to be talking to all of you every Wednesday. In fact, today I'm on a holiday. I'm away in a forest at Kana, but I thought that I should not miss this opportunity to talk to all of you. So we are doing this program on how to do keyword research for social media marketing. Fantastic. So today's outline of the program is what is a keyword, what are focused keywords and related keywords, what are the different types of keywords, and what are the customer goals of your keyword, what is the intent behind the keyword research, and then we are going to discuss a lot of tools to conduct keyword research. So all in all, this is the outline of today's program. So let's start with the program, and I just want to know the excitement level in the room. Guys, are you excited? Guys, come on, give me a boom if you're excited. Just give me a boom if you're excited. Are you excited at the beginning of the program? Is the topic relevant? Just give me a boom. Thank you so much. All right. So thank you for that boom. So I'm fully charged. Rashmi, Sachin Bajpayee, Sanjay Agarwal, thank you so much. Great. What is a keyword? Right? And many of us who are first-time users on social media quite get baffled with this whole idea of choosing the right keyword and what exactly is a keyword. And generally, in fact, I have done the same mistake for good 2 years before I learned and realized that such a simple thing which I didn't bother about. So, so I'm a sales coach. So I always thought initially that sales is my keyword, right? Or I'm a sales trainer. So I always thought that sales training, sales coaching is my keyword. But actually, no. So the words which defines your business is not necessarily a keyword. So the question there on the screen, is it a word that used to denote your business? Maybe yes, maybe not. Is it a word that your customer used to find solutions to their problems? Well, that's where you get the answer. So, so if I'm a sales coach, when my customers come on internet and when they are looking for a sales coach, what are the keywords that they type on the search engine? If they type sales coach, then fine. If they type business performance coach, then business performance coach becomes my keyword. Or if they type that, how can I improve my sales? Then that becomes my keyword. Or if they type that, can anyone consult me in improving my sales? Then that becomes my keyword. Or if someone writes that, uh, can I get a sales consultant near me? Near me is a generic word used by Google. So initially I thought that, well, I'm a sales coach or I'm a sales trainer, so I should write sales coach and sales trainer, hashtag sales coach, hashtag sales trainer, and that becomes my keyword. No. Is it a word that used to denote your business? Not necessary. Is it a word or words that your customer used to find solution to their problems? Well, that's where you get a cue. So if you are selling master batch, um, and your customers are those who are into manufacturing of various options of plastic, master batch alone cannot be a good keyword for you, because when your customers are looking for a master batch manufacturer, what are they looking at? What do they type? What are the words they use? I'm sure they are not writing master batch. They must be writing award-winning master batch manufacturer near me, or UV master batch manufacturer in Gwalior, or something like that. So now you understand the difference between what social media marketing takes as keyword and what we understand as keyword in the simple terminology of English. Do you clearly understand the meaning of the word keyword? Can you just write yes or no in the chat box? Do you understand the perspective from which I'm coming? Keyword is not necessarily a word which defines your business. It is a word or group of words which people use to find you. Okay, Sanjay Agarwal says, yes, sir, now clear. Okay, thank you so much, Sanjay Agarwal. So I want this session to be very practical. So I want you to go to the chat box and write for me what could be the words or phrase that your customers must be using to find you. Can you just imagine? Because in today's program, we are not going to leave it to imagination. We are actually going to use tools to understand what exactly are the keywords. But now, before we move into that, I just want you to imagine and write in the chat box what could be the keywords which your customers must be using to search you. Yes. So, Dhirendra, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Okay, so Sanjay Agarwal says color master batch for blown films. Okay, very good. So color master batch can be for blown films, can be for rotomolding, can be for injection molding. Very good. So color master batch for blown films. Um, Black master batch. Now this black MB will not do. So that is what we'll learn in keyword research today, whether it's MB or master batch. You will have to write HDP pipe in Uttar Pradesh, in Delhi, in Gurgaon, in NCR. You see, the more you specify, because that's how the customers must be talking about it. All right, Sanjay Agarwal, good practice for you. Others in the room, I want you to please. So Rashmi Talewar, Sachin Bajpayee, I want you to go to the chat box and put your thoughts as to how exactly do you think your customers must be looking for you, and those are the keywords for you. Yes, I'm waiting for an answer from. So Rashmi Taleva, steel structures. No, steel structures will not do, because Rashmi Taleva, steel structures, you might get steel almirah also. But steel almirah is also a steel structure. You can get modular kitchen made out of steel as well. Okay, Dhirendra Rai says UV master batch and ultraviolet master batch. Okay, good master batch manufacturer in Delhi. Very good, Sachin Bajpayee. Very good. Okay. All right. So UV stabilizer master batch. Okay. So now whether it is UV, whether it is ultraviolet, whether it is master batch or master batches, it makes a difference. You might think, "Arey sir, what is the difference between master batch and master batches?" Well, there is no difference as far as English is concerned. But you see, social media follows an algorithm. और आपने सुना है कि कंप्यूटर का कोई दिमाग नहीं होता, right? So what the computer program does, or what the Google algorithm does, it uses artificial intelligence to sense as to what are the words which are being used by most people, and Google assigns them as keywords. Now, if your content has got those keywords, you will rank high on Google. If your content doesn't have those keywords, you will not rank. And you might say that, hey, my content is the best in the world. Doesn't matter. You might say that I've spent so much time and energy and effort towards creating a great content. Does not matter. Because if it does not have the keywords in it, Google will not crawl on it. Google will not recognize it, or any search engine will not recognize it. And you may be the best author in the world, but the world will not see you, because when someone searches for it, Google will not serve your portal to them. It's as simple as that. So it's not about intelligence. It's not about how good you write. It's about trying to understand the keywords and ensuring that you are able to incorporate those keywords into your content. All right, Sachin Bajpayee says high jetness master batch manufacturer for black film. Okay, all right. So technically you're right, Sachin Bajpayee, but we will do a keyword research to understand whether customer actually writes so much detail or not. Okay, fantastic, guys. So thank you very much for your participation. So we get an idea that what is a keyword. I repeat, keyword is a word, or it's a group of words that customer use to find solution to their problems. Okay, very nice. Now you have certain focused and related keywords. So if I'm a sales coach, definitely my focused keyword is sales, but that's what I think. But when I do keyword research, I'll find out what is the focus keywords and what are the words related to the focus keyword. All right, so if master batch is your focus keyword, then stabilizer master batch, ultraviolet master batch, and all those words around the focus keywords are your related keywords. Now, any keyword which is less than three words is known as short tail keyword, and any keyword which has more than 3 words is known as a long tail keyword. And in the industry, with passage of time, most of the very easily and convenient short tail keywords are in high demand. And now the whole social media marketing has gone towards long tail keywords, because it was seen that people do not search with 1 word or 2 words. They normally search with a phrase. And over a period of time, the phrase is now being recognized as a word rather than treating phrase as 7 different words. All right, so you understand what is a short tail and what is a long tail keyword. And when you are doing a search engine optimization, or when you're doing social media marketing, you need to have your own list of short tail and long tail keywords. All right, fantastic. Now let me just put this off and let me put my Google on, and let us first see the basic level of keyword search. So I'm going to do the basic level of keyword search first. So when I go to Google, now this is where I start, basic. So when I go to Google and I write UV master batch, so UV specialty master batch, that's what Dhirendra wanted to know. So when I write UV specialty master batch, you see, I don't get anything else in the Google. You see, if I write sales training, you see, by the time I have written train, you can see how many things have come down. Now, these phrases which have come down below are the phrases which people in general make use of when they use the word sales training. So let's write down master batch. You see, so the whole world, when they write the word master batch, it has got only two historical anecdotes. One is Master Batch SA Pty Limited, which is the name of a company, and second is Master Batch Manufacturing Process, which means that no one in the world, not only in your city, but no one in the world starts a search for Master Batch with the word Master Batch. Do you see how revealing it is? Now, let me see for pre-engineered buildings. So if I write see, the moment I write I get pre-engineered buildings, pre-engineered structures in Zimbabwe, right? I get so many things. Now, what I get on the Google home screen has also something to do with my historical cache memory. So some of you might say that, Sanjay, this is your historical memory that you are saying. So okay, so I write master batch. So I write UV specialty master batch. Okay, and I search for it. Okay, I search for it. So when I search for it, I get some websites that is not important. I go below on the screen. Okay, I go below on the screen. By the way, JJ Plus, you don't figure anyone anywhere here. Okay, so I go down on the screen and I see that I can't see any historical here at the bottom as well. Do you understand what I mean? If I write sales training here, you see, when I do a Google search, when I go down, I see a historical, you see. So you see, searches related to sales training. Can you see that searches related to sales training? Which means that when people are searching on Google on this phrase called sales training, they normally make use of these topics. So they come and write on Google sales training topic, sales training PPT, sales training material, types of sales training. Does that give you an idea, right? So if I, as a sales trainer, if I have to prepare videos, I must prepare videos on these topics, because when I prepare videos on these topics, Google is the biggest search engine, and these are the top 8 searches on my keyword which is happening in the world, which means that people are really hungry for this topic. So why should I not prepare videos on this topic? Why should I not write blogs on this topic? And that's exactly what I do. Now, let's come to some live examples and let's see. So I have got most of the people from JJ Plus today. Rashmi is from Pre-Engineered Buildings. So let me take the example of, so let me write color master batch in Delhi. Okay, and let me search for a color master batch in Delhi. Now I get all these manufacturers' name. Then let me see if there are any related search topics at the bottom or not. So yes, I have got two related search topics here. They're called master batch manufacturers in Delhi and master manufacturers in India. So now if you see, when I wrote master batch manufacturers, I did not get any related search. But when I wrote master batch manufacturer in Delhi, I got some two related results. Now, what you need to understand is that these are the two related results which are actually important, and these are the phrases which people are actually using to search for your product. So, what should I do now? I should treat this. So if I'm doing a keyword research, I open a notebook. So I open a notepad for you, and then I quickly write these words in my as my probable keywords. All right. So what did we do? The first thing that we did was we went to Google search engine. We wrote the key what we thought that the customers would be using, and we scroll down to see whether there are any related searches or not. You found some related searches, you make a note of that, and then you come on top of the screen and you see there are related keywords which is suggested by Google. All right, so these are the related keywords which are suggested by Google. And there is someone called KTS Polymers who is actually using these keywords. So there's only one player called KTS Polymers who's using this keyword. Okay, fantastic. This is one way. This is one way of very preliminary, the first step that you got to take. Okay. Okay, there's something master batch and master batch searches are different. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay, Sanjay Agarwal. So let me do your way. So I write master batch. Is that the right way? I write master batch. Okay. Is that the right way? Sanjay Agarwal, is that the right way? Okay. Okay. That's the right way, he says. Let me see if there is some better keyword. Ah, you're right. Thank you so much, Sanjay Agarwal. You're very much right. So I now get master batch manufacturers in India, master batch formula, master batch meaning in Hindi, master batch calculation, color master batch formula, PDF, master batch testing. Okay, great. So Sanjay Agarwal, thank you so much for that update. So you see how much difference it made, because master batch used together is a different meaning, and master and batch used separately is a different meaning. Fantastic, Sanjay Agarwal. Thank you. So now you see these are the related keyword search. Fantastic. So on the chat box, because I'm going to share 9, 10 different methods of keyword search for you. So this is the first one shared with you. Please confirm to me, just write one, which means that you have understood the first method to do your keyword research. Just write one on the chat box. Okay, fantastic. Good. Sanjay Agarwal, Dhirendra, Rashmi, thank you so much. Okay, good. Now let's move to the next level. All right. And there is something called Google Keyword Planner. Okay, so let me first go to, there's something called Uber Suggest. Uber Suggest. Okay. So what let me do is let me stop the screen and let me come back to my PPT. So you first get an idea of what are the elements that we are going to use to do keyword research. So first one, we use Google results, right? Then we will do Wikipedia, then Reddit, Uber Suggest, RFs, Reddit that has been repeated, then Quora, Amazon reviews, eBay, and social trades and transactions. So these are the 9 methods that we are going to use. Okay. And eBay is another one. So that makes it 10. So ek karke, let's have a look at one by one, each one of them. All right. So first one, we have had a look at Google Trends. Now let's have a look at Wikipedia. Okay. Now, I hope all of you understand what is a Wikipedia. Okay, is my Google screen visible to all of you? Just type a yes on the chat box. I just want to be sure that we are on the same screen. Okay, all right, thank you. So the next thing that we are going to go is Uber Suggest. Uber Suggest is a tool which was prepared by an Indian called Neil Patel. Now, Neil Patel is one of the world's top consultants on keyword research. So, in fact, if any one of you is interested in social media marketing, you must follow neilpatel.com. That's where on the screen you can see neilpatel.com. He's a Gujarati, very young guy. He's a consultant for Google. He's a consultant for so many big companies, most of the big companies in the world for digital marketing. So Neil Patel is almost like a guru. So he has developed a tool called Uber Suggest. Now let's go to Uber Suggest. So I click on Uber Suggest and I go to Uber Suggest. So let the thing open. All right, so you can see Uber Suggest on the screen there. Now Uber Suggest is a free tool to an extent. You can try up to 7 searches every day. After you have tried 7 searches, it will ask you for a paid option. So you wait for that day. Again, next day you can serve 7 more searches. So I'm on Uber Suggest. Okay, very good. I'm already enrolled there. First time when you do it, you'll have to register yourself there. So do it. Now here you see it's very simple to use. On the screen, you can see this. Enter your keyword or domain. Now, if I want to do master batch and I do a search, so what will Uber Suggest do is it's quickly reviewing the entire world. It's reviewing the data of the entire world for you, and you can see the scroll bar rolling there, and it will give you that 5,400 people are searching for this keyword master batch at any point of time. The SEO difficulty is 21, which means it's very easy. So it's very easy to do SEO on this word called master batch. And what does it mean? It means that if you want your website to figure very high on Google research, on Google search, like you saw that when we just typed master batch, we did not find JJ Blast on the first page. But if JJ Blast was SEO enabled, then it could have figured on the first page. And the degree of difficulty of doing that is only 21 out of 100, which is doable. In 3 months, you can come on the top page and you can stay there with some amount of effort. And if you do a paid campaign, see paid difficulty. So if you do a paid SEO campaign, it is even more easy. It's just 4 out of 100. Degree of difficulty is just 4 out of 100 if you want to do a paid campaign. And if you're doing a cost per click, it's around 40 rupees. Okay. So, or 39 rupees, 47 paisa per click, you can get onto an SEO enabled. So it's a cakewalk. It's simple. Let's go down further. So it's giving you a 7-day free trial. You can always take a 7-day free trial and with a new email ID, keep on renewing it. Now, important to note is you come down here, okay? Keyword ideas. So what are the keywords related to the word master batch? So you see master batch, then master batch manufacturers in India, master batch formula, master batch manufacturers in India, then batch master Indore, master batch calculation. Now, these are the top keyword ideas for the word master batch. Now, what is the search volume? So 5,400 people are searching for master batch, 3,600 for this, and then it's very low. 210 people are searching for this, 170 people are searching for this. So it's not a very researched keyword. And that is the reason why the cost per click is so low. It's a cakewalk, actually. You see, the paid difficulty is so low paid difficulty. So SEO difficulty is all less than 30. Paid difficulty is all less than 20, except this one. So it's very much doable. Okay. Now, if you scroll down further, it gives you content ideas that if JJ Plast has to create, if a master batch manufacturer has to create content ideas, okay, you see, genius batch for smart. So it has taken the word batch, just ignore them. Where is it? Master batch. So it is taking master and batch separately. So that's a mistake. So what we should do, we should go up, and instead of writing just master batch, we can write colored master batch. Okay, let's try colored master batch. So you see, it's very interesting. There's no mathematical formula. It's trial and testing. So colored master batch, the search volume is 0. You. Okay, colored master batch doesn't seem to be a very popular keyword. So every time you're trying to do any search, oh, 0. No, it does not work. So then what is going to work? You see, Uber Suggest is a tool which will tell you what will actually work. So if I write there, injection molding master batch manufacturers in India. Okay, let me specify. It says you have reached your daily limit. So now I can't do it free. I'll have to go for the paid version. So I say no thanks. So I think you understand what exactly Uber Suggest can do for you. So when you write your domain, so you can even write jjplus.co.in or whatever is your domain name here, and it will give you a thorough analysis of your domain, absolutely free of cost. Within less than a minute, it will give you a 3-page analysis of what your domain is, and is your website good or bad, or what are the mistakes and everything. It's fun. It's super exciting, super interesting. Fantastic. So can you guys go to the chat box and write 2? Because I've just shared true. Okay, Dhirendra, please try color master batch. I tried color master batch, it didn't work. All right, so Dhirendra, now you have some homework to do. You can go to Uber Suggest and try it out. Okay, fantastic. Now let's go to the third source of keyword research. And the third source of keyword research is Wikipedia. I'm sure you guys know that Wikipedia is the internet dictionary, right? So Wikipedia, there are tens and thousands and millions of people who contribute to Wikipedia, and Wikipedia kind of represents the public feeling on any particular subject. So if you go to Wikipedia, and if you search on Wikipedia about your keyword, so if you search Wikipedia that, okay, what have people written on colored master batch on Wikipedia? So on the search engine, I write color master batch, and you see I'll get something here. Master chef. Oh no, that's not the right one. Pigment. So it talks about pigment. It's talked about Ethereum. It has confused between a lot of words. So let me not confuse Wikipedia. So let me write colored master batch for injection or for blown film. Okay, blown films. Okay, colored master batch for blown films. Okay, what do I get here? Does not exist. So no one has written anything about color master batch on Wikipedia. Now, can you see what kind of an opportunity is that? You see, when someone went to Africa to research what is the potential of shoes, selling shoes, one person came back and said the potential is 0 because no one in Africa wears shoes. There's another gentleman who went to Africa and he came back and said tremendous potential. And when he was asked that, hey, how do you feel that the potential is tremendous? He says, वहाँ कोई जूता पहनता ही नहीं है, तो हम तो सबको जूता पहना देंगे. So if you look at Wikipedia, there's not a single article written on Color Master Batch. If you are the first person to write an article on Color Master Batch on Wikipedia, can you imagine the kind of SEO ranking it will give you? Tremendous, isn't it? So Dhirendra, please make note of it and please initiate how you can start writing your articles on Color Master Batch. Even the lead magnets and value bombs that we have prepared can be uploaded on Wikipedia. So there is a method you see on Wikipedia on the left hand side, there is contribute. So you can actually go there and learn to edit and become a part of community. There's something called community portal here. So if you click on community portal, you can actually form a community of plastic master batch users. Okay, so I'm sure you can go through this, Dhirendra, Sanjay Agarwal, and the rest of you, and understand how you could use Wikipedia for keyword research. Now let me use my own keyword, or let me use pre-engineered buildings and see what comes out of it. Okay, so you see pre-engineered buildings. So you have these pages: Kirby Pirby, self-framing metal buildings, Jamil Steel, Dumas Seed Company Warehouse, Tata Blue Scope Steel. So Rashmi, you can see that these are the keywords which people are using on Wikipedia. So it's something like saying कि अगर आपको इंग्लिश का कोई वर्ड चुनना है तो आप ऑक्सफोर्ड डिक्शनरी में अगर जाके देखते हैं और आपको नहीं मिलता है वो वर्ड, so you can assume that this word does not exist. Similarly, if there is any concept which is not available on Wikipedia, it is as good as assuming that no one uses it, right? So you just now saw in the case of Master Batch that not a single page on Color Master Batch. Great opportunity. Let's go and populate it so that tomorrow, if anyone comes on Wikipedia, he'll find us. Okay, fantastic. So if I use my word sales training, which is my keyword, I just want to show you. So now you see there are a lot of articles. So you see, when I see this article, the words which comes as blue, these words that comes as blue, you know why they are coming out as blue? Because Wikipedia has got its own artificial intelligence to understand which are the words which are used most often when the word sales training is used on internet. And they have found goods or services, acquisition, appropriation, requisition, point of sale, item, price, purchaser, payment, sales clerk. So these are important, important words. I beg your pardon. And then you see the contents. These are all very important keywords. You go down to the definition. So what you have to do is you have to make a diary of all these highlighted blue words and write them at one place, because these are all important keywords for you. These are all very important keywords for you. Okay, so you see, I go down. Now, the problem is that when I write Color Master Batch here, I do not, let's say what I get if I write Mafia, Raffia, because when I wrote sales training, I got a whole page, right? Oh no, it's Raffia Palm. So if I write calcium carbonate master batch, let's try that. No, this doesn't work. So Dhirendra, you really have to work on Wikipedia to understand what works for you. At least now you have understood what you have to do on Wikipedia. So please go to the chat box and write number 3. What have we done? We have done simple Google research. Then we have done Wikipedia. Then we have also done Uber suggest. Right? We have done Google. We have done Uber suggest. And we have done Wikipedia. Right? Fantastic. 3. Thank you so much. Now let us move to Quora. And some of you have attended my earlier program on Quora.com. So what do we do on Quora? This is the fourth platform where I can do a keyword research. So what do? I just go to the search engine of Quora and I write my keywords there. So I write, let's say master batch. I'm taking more example of master batch because today I have more number of people in the training room from JJ Plus Alloys, and hence I'm using color master batch example. So I write this in Quora and let's see whether anyone in the world has asked a question on color master batch. Aha, now it's interesting. So you see, there are so many people. So in 2017, someone asked, why is the quantity of white pigment greater during the manufacture of color master batch? Someone had asked, what is your favorite savage mom moment? Okay, that's not relevant. What differences are there between super mutants and night king? That's also not relevant. Okay, how is the master batch for injection molding made? Okay, why do we use black polythene bags in the dustbin? Okay, now this is interesting, isn't it? You go to Quora, and on the search engine of Quora, you write down what you think is your keyword because you're in the process of doing a keyword research, and Quora will tell you whether anyone else in the world has looked for this keyword through a question or not, because all of you know that Quora is a platform where people come and ask questions and people randomly come and give them answers. Now, when you study a pattern of questions and answers, you will get to know what the world is looking for on internet. Now, when you get to know what the world is looking for on internet, that is what becomes your keyword. Because remember, right in the first slide, we understood that keyword is not what we think is important in our business. Keywords are those words which people or your targeted customers make use of on internet to search for people like you. Interesting, isn't it? So, how many times? We have 20 more minutes left with us, and you have understood how to make use of Quora for your keyword research. Can you quickly go to the chat box and write number 4? Can you quickly write number 4 for me, please? I'm sorry, not 5, 4. 4, yes, thank you so much. Rashmi, Sanjay Agarwal, thank you. Okay, now we go to what we call Ahrefs. RFs, it's known as RFs. So Ahrefs, right? So the name of the website is rfs.com. Okay, just note down rfs.com. So this is how rfs.com looks. Now, the rfs.com was a paid website and very expensive. They used to charge almost around 10,000 rupees for a month. But it is only 7-8 days back, RFs have introduced a free trial version. So they have, they even have a 7-day free trial for $7, right? So someone who used to charge 10,000 rupees for a month, $7 is a 7-day free trial, but you can start a absolutely free trial for one go, two go immediately. So when you start a trial, you click on start trial. No, you got to pay for 7 days. I think this is a new addition there because I have used it free for some time. Bad luck, guys. But RFs is another. In fact, it is the direct competitor of Uber Suggest, and it's the world's biggest search engine for keywords. So any computer programmer or anyone who's a social media marketer, it's an essential tool for any social media marketer. I'm sorry, I don't have a paid version right now, so I can't demonstrate RFs for you. But then you understand what is RFs, and just that you have understood the name, can you please write 5 on the chat box so that I know I can take it forward? All right, thank you so much. Now I move on to Reddit. Now, reddit.com is another website where you can do keyword research. Now, what is Reddit? Many of you have not used Reddit. So Reddit is a portal which is known as the blogger's den. So basically in Reddit, you can create subreddits. So you can see these are the top sports communities. So subreddit squared circle, subreddit tennis. So what people have done is people have created their own clubs and they call it subreddit, right? And in those subreddits, so for example, if you, so there's a search engine here. So if you go to the search engine, if you write color master batch, so we will get to know that has anyone in this world opened a subreddit for color master batch? You see so many color subreddits are there. So you have a subreddit called color master batch A, which is about master batch sellers in Punjab. Then eco-friendly means of recycling scrap tires. Can you see so many color master batch market demand growth, share opportunities and competitive analysis? Ravi Bangade. Can you see so many subreddits opened on color master batch? Yes. So what do? You first go. So let's say this color master batch sellers in Punjab. Okay, let's take to this. Okay, this one. Okay. And okay, yeah. So I just open this. So you see, the moment I open that, it will show me what are the kind of questions which are being asked in that uh, in that subreddit, right? Did I open the wrong one? It looks that I've opened the wrong one. I'm sorry. Go back. So let's say color master batch. I open this. So essentially, the subreddits, or you can call it in a friendly term, the clubs that people have opened on a particular keyword will give you an idea of what are the blogs that people are writing. So if I have opened this now, you see master batch sellers in Haryana. So if I read this, if I click on read more, so it's giving me so much of detail about this particular company, right? So which means that this particular company is running this color master batches subreddit, that is Sun International. Okay. So the first thing that you need to do is you will have to open your own subreddit and start using that to create backlinks to your web page, which is a different story altogether. But then you see, if I open subreddits of my keyword sales training, you see, and you see there are so many of them. Now if I open this subreddit, that sales training, now if I go through all the things that are mentioned there, you see, I can understand what are the keywords which are being used very often, right? So someone says, I run an in-house business development team outsourced by BDR. So I read that. And you see, if I want to comment, I can comment here. You see, that's my ID on subreddit, sales karmas. So if I give a comment here, my comment goes there. So I become popular in that group. People start recognizing me if my answers are good. Simultaneously, I also keep on checking what are the quality of questions and answers that are being asked by people. What is the social conversation around my keyword that is happening on Reddit? And that also gives me an idea of what I'm talking about. What is the keywords that people in general are using on my topic, right? Okay, so let's go back to our screen there, and we were somewhere here. So we have done this, we have done this, we have done this. Uber Suggest, RF, Reddit, Quora. So you have something called Amazon reviews, and Amazon reviews and eBay. These are search engines which are very good to search for retail products and retail services. Not a very good place to do B2B searches. But one more thing that you need to learn is social shares and tractions. Now, for those of you who are hearing this word for the first time, what is a social share and traction. So let me open my Google once again. Is my website open? Is my Google open? Can you please confirm? Social shares and tractions. Sanjay Agarwal says you're hearing it for the first time. Yes, Sanjay Agarwal, that's why you come to SaleskiPathshala, to learn new things, isn't it? Okay, thank you. So now I go to Google because Sanjay Agarwal said that he's hearing it for the first time. So let me go to Google and write there social shares and tractions. Social shares and tractions. Spelling, yeah. Quickly, we have only 10 more minutes to go. So you see, you have how to build an outreach strategy to earn more social shares. 8 ways to create social media traction. So social shares and traction means that there are forums. You see, if you go to Google and if you write forum on colored master batch, it will give you the names of various forums on color master batch. Okay. There are no forums. I cannot see any forums here, which means that this is another virgin area for you. There are no forums. Oh my God, this is interesting. So actually you can open the first forum for Color Master Batch, and very soon you will see that people have started following you. You become a kind of leader in that space. So forums are basically places where you go. So you have forums on LinkedIn, you have forums on Quora, you have forums on Reddit, and you have various other portals which has got forums. You might have heard about Stumble Upon. So there is a website called Stumble Upon, which is a website. This is the website stumbleupon.com. So if you go to stumbleupon.com, you will continue discovering and stumbling upon interesting websites and articles with the mix extension. So that's very interesting, isn't it? So if you add this to Chrome or if you add it to your Chrome, anytime there is a new website which has got your keyword, it will send a notification to you. So I have got this implemented in my Chrome extension. So anytime there's any new website with the keyword sales, I get a notification and I send a welcome message to that gentleman that, hey, welcome to the world of sales training. Do you understand the importance of Stumble Upon? So please click on Stumble Upon and have a look at the website as to what it can do for you. Before closing today, I also want you to have an idea of Google Trends. Google Trends is a service which is given by Google, and this is trends.google.com. So if you go to Google Trends, it will give you the latest trend on a particular topic at this juncture. Now, let's see what is the trend it gives for me on Color Master Batch, because I'm getting excited. I see so much of. Okay, so when I go to Google Trend on Color Master Batch, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and I hope that I get some. Oh, your search doesn't have enough data to show here.
Here's a result from search.
Okay, your search doesn't have any data to store here. That's sad. Which means that it's huge opportunity for all master batch manufacturers. So if I ask them what is the trend on sales training these days, this is just to demonstrate to you that how it works, friends. Okay, give fast. I have got only 7 more minutes today to complete this topic. Oh, it's taking time because this is a keyword which is used very often. And you see, it gives me total analytics of what all is happening on sales training. So past 12 months, it is giving me a breakup of, you see how many inserts on the y-axis It's give me a breakup sub-region wise. If I don't want all the region, I only want India, I can go to India. So I can click a sub-region from here. I can go to a particular city. I can take Bombay, I can take Banaras, I can say Dhumri Tilaiya, and I'll get a trend for there. It also gives me a breakup of, you see, related topics. So sales presentation, consumer, physical fitness, behavior, sales process. So at this juncture, I have taken a period of what? I've taken past 12 months. So in the past 12 months, when this is United States, you can change it to India if you want. So if you write India, it will give you India and the whole figure will change. Now, what Google Trend does is Google Trend gives you an exact idea of what is trending. Google Trend gives you an idea of what has already gone viral. So you see, if I look at sub-region for India, then sales training, Chandigarh is scoring very high, right? Then next is Delhi, then Maharashtra, then Tamil Nadu, then Haryana. Now, these are the top 5 regions in India where sales training is happening. You see? So, as a marketer, as a sales trainer, what do I do now? I immediately jack up my social media marketing for Chandigarh. I jack up my social media marketing for Delhi, Maharashtra. If I want to go even further, I can click on this and go to the next level. Okay. So I have clicked on Chandigarh. Now it's giving me a drop of Chandigarh. So it gives me a region wise, gives me a product wise details, gives me a trend, gives me a trend. Okay. I'm sorry, guys, time is short, but just for you to understand that. So these are the 10 areas through which you can actually do keyword research. So you have forums and boards. Facebook Audience Insight is another place where you can do very good research. Then you have Google Keyword Planner. We couldn't cover that today. You have competitors keyword. Then you have a website like Tumblr. You have Issue. You have a website called the Hot. You have Pinterest. So these are all different tools. We discussed 10, and these are another 10 tools which helps you in keyword planning. So it's important to understand that what is your keyword goal? Are you doing a keyword research to sell a particular product or service? Or are you doing a keyword research to feed different section of the sales funnel? Are you doing a keyword research because you are trying to build more awareness of your services and products? So you see, these are all various objectives. So once you're very clear about your keyword goals, then this is the 5-step process towards your keyword success, where you build your keyword list. And so today we don't have time to take these things in detail. Maybe I'll do a second class on keyword planning when we will talk about these topics, right? So all in all, we need to understand how to do a Google keyword planner and how to do keyword research for YouTube. These are two very important topics. Friends, as I come towards an end to today's program, let me just request all of you to start your videos and come up with your questions. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just come up and put up your questions. The whole idea that we discussed today was, is the sound audible now? Can you talk, Sanjay Agarwal? Is your video
Yes, yes,
talk?
yes. Yeah, sound clear, sir.
So what
Very
we
well.
did today was we basically went through the concept of keyword research. My idea was to explain to you, understand the importance of keyword research when you're playing on social media. Can we have all the videos on, please? All the videos on, please. Yeah. So you have understood the importance of keywords. You have understood how the choice of keyword will make a huge difference in your social media initiative. Because I was myself a novice when I started actively using social media 7 years back. 2 years, I just didn't know what is happening because I was putting in the best content on the media. I was not getting the traction that I should. And that is the time when I started learning keyword research. And I said, oh my God, I always thought that the computer should understand English, but the computer understands an algorithm. And unless your keywords are planned according to that algorithm, your content on social media is useless. All right. So next time you're trying to write something on social media, your intelligence and the beauty of your content is important. But what is also equally or perhaps more important is, do you consciously use the right keywords in the content that you develop? So you have to ensure that you use the right keywords in the content that you develop to get the right kind of output. So I bring an end to today's SaleskiPathshala on that note, and I throw the house open for any questions that you have. We have less number of people today in the program, so we can take more questions. Yes, go ahead, shoot. Sanjay Agrawal, Sachin Bajpayee, Rashmi, any questions? All right.
So these are very good opportunity to learn, because all these things are very new for us. So I think the keyword research as a means like customer's mind. This is more important. What I learned.
Right. Dhirendra Rai, what is your opinion? You have been doing social media directly. So what do you think you have learned in today's program? Dhirendra Rai? Oh, I think he has left.
Hello.
Dhirendra, can you hear me? Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
Dhirendra ji, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello sir.
या तो आप तो सोशल मीडिया में काफी काम करते हैं, तो आपके तरफ से क्या लर्निंग रही आज की?
नहीं, बहुत अच्छा रहा सर, काफी अच्छा आपने बताया 2 और 3 फेजेस का। बट अभी सर जो एज पर गूगल ट्रेंड चल रहा है वो 70 वर्ड्स का हमारा टाइटल चलता है, तो कीवर्ड्स भी गूगल ने जो किया हुआ है वो एज पर टाइटल कर दिया है। उसने कीवर्ड्स को 2-3 फेस या 4 फेस में नहीं रखा है। उसने एज जैसे किसी को सर्च करना है कि मास्टर बैचेस इन इंडिया, मास्टर बैचेस फॉर ब्लो मोल्डिंग सेक्टर्स, ऐसे करके अभी आ रहा है।
राइट। तो धीरेन्द्र जी, जैसे मैं आपसे एक आर्टिकल शेयर करूंगा जो सुंदर पिचाई का लिखा हुआ है, द सीईओ ऑफ गूगल।
यस सर।
So they are using around 2,900 variables in the Google search algorithm. तो
राइट सर,
Google
राइट।
के एल्गोरिदम को समझना मतलब बुढ़ा हो जाना है। एक जन्म लगेगी उसके एल्गोरिदम को समझने के लिए।
जी बिल्कुल सही।
What is more important is to not make the basic mistakes, right? आज की जो क्लास थी वो बहुत ही प्रिलिमिनरी, मतलब मैं इसको बोलता हूँ कि नोविस, ये नर्सरी क्लास है कीवर्ड रिसर्च की। और आगे भी मौका लगेगा तो विल डू एडवांस क्लासेस ऑन इट। बट इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट कि हमारा इनिशियल स्टेप सही रहे तो आगे के स्टेप्स भी सही
बिल्कुल
रहे।
बहुत अच्छा सर बताया आपने। जैसे गूगल में सर्चिंग कीवर्ड के बाद जो नीचे कीवर्ड्स गूगल दिखाता है, हम वहां से अच्छा खासा मतलब इजीली फाइंड कर सकते हैं हमारे कीवर्ड्स जो टारगेटेड कीवर्ड्स हैं, तो वो वहां से हम अच्छे से कीवर्ड्स टारगेट कर
वो
सकते
फाइंड
हैं।
करके उसी पे ब्लॉग लिखा कीजिए, उसी पे यूट्यूब वीडियोस बनाया कीजिए, तो आपको बेटर ट्रैक्शन मिलेगा।
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल।
राइट, वेरी गुड। सचिन बाजपेयी, व्हाट इज योर ओपिनियन?
सर बहुत अच्छा था और हम सीखने के लिए बहुत ही अच्छा है ये। बट अभी इसमें से जैसे अभी आज मास्टर बैच के लिए हम लोग सर्च कर रहे थे, तो इसके पैरेलल हमें अपने कस्टमर के लिए जैसे सर्च करना है तो उसके लिए क्या कीवर्ड यूज करें, अगर उस पर कुछ आप बताएंगे तो ज्यादा बेटर हेल्प हो जाएगा।
उसकी क्लासेस हुई हैं पहले, अब आप ज्वाइन किए हो तो आगे भी मिलेगा।
अच्छा।
कस्टमर को सर्च करने के लिए लिंक्डइन में जाना है, लिंक्डइन में काम करना है ना। अभी आज जो हमने बात किया कि जो हम कंटेंट डेवलप करते हैं उसमें क्या कीवर्ड्स होने चाहिए, करेक्ट? Right, guys, if you don't have any other question, thank you so much for participating in today's SaleskiPathshala. Look forward to coming week. We have now decided that alternate SaleskiPathshala will be on physical sales and digital sales. तो इस हफ्ता हमने डिजिटल सेल्स पे एक टॉपिक लिया, अगले हफ्ते फिर से फिजिकल सेल्स की एक टॉपिक होगी, और इसी तरीके से हम स्वैप करते रहेंगे बिकॉज डिजिटल सेलिंग इज गेनिंग इंपॉर्टेंस डे बाय डे एंड इफ यू डू नॉट नो डिजिटल सेलिंग maybe in the next 1 year's time you will suddenly find that you are out of the market, you will become irrelevant. So that is why I tell all of you senior salespeople like Sachin Bajpayee, Sanjay Agarwal, ये कोडैक ब्लैकबेरी कैसे रात भर में गायब हो गए थे उनको पता नहीं चला था, हालांकि दुनिया के बेस्ट प्रोडक्ट थे वो। हम भी रात भर में गायब हो सकते हैं अगर हम डिजिटल मार्केटिंग नहीं सीखेंगे। तो इसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा तवज्जो देना चालू कीजिए। देखिए आज आपके जेजे प्लस से 3 ही व्यक्ति आए हैं, धीरेन्द्र जी तो इरेगुलर है बट आज आए वो टॉपिक देख के। So anyway, I leave it to them, but please give it importance, guys. Otherwise, in the next 1 to 2 years' time, you might suddenly become irrelevant to the market. All right. Thank you so much. Take good care of yourself. Bye bye. Till we meet.